to my channel. I am Maricita Colors in English. Hello, my dear friends. We are in a workshop. Yesterday we made this pattern. I made a crocheted blanket with squares. It's similar to my knitted blanket that I have ready here on my channel. This is a little pattern. I made squares with knit and purl stitches. This is the knit stitches in knitting and the purl stitches in knitting too. So yesterday I made this little pattern, and today I will continue because yesterday almost we made 1 hour, and I want to show you how you can change the stitches. Thank you to be here. I am Maricita Colors in English. We are in a chat live. I want to see if I can watch my video. Yeah, I can see it. Thank you to be here. Today I will show you how we continue with this fantasy stitch. We use the double crochet on relief, okay? I use the 6 millimeters and this yarn that is acrylic, and on the etiquette say that I can use hooks or needles between 3 and 4 millimeters, but I use the 6 millimeters because this stitch is made the thread thin or very tight. To me, this is the knit stitch and this is the purl stitch in crochet. Hello, welcome to my channel. We are in a workshop. I want to change here a little. Thank you for your like. Okay, here when I have the same or similar centimeters of the white, I must have the centimeters, the same centimeters or similar. Here, by example, I have almost 7 centimeters, and I have 7 centimeters of long. For the front of the work, when the yarn of the beginning is in the right side, to me, this is the front of the work. But this work, you can use both sides. Okay, now here I change the stitches. Where I find the purl stitch, I make the knit, and where I have the knit, I make the purl stitches. I will repeat, but I will let you the link of yesterday, of the workshop of yesterday, where I made this pattern, where I began this pattern. Okay, I make now rib or knit stitches. Yarn over, this is the purl stitch, so we insert in the double crochet, yarn over, we pass the yarn through the stitch, yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, we pass for 2. Here we have the 2 chains of the beginning of the previous row, so I will finish the row like 1 knit stitch. Yarn over from the front to the reverse, yarn over, we pass the yarn through the stitch, we have 3 loops, yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, and we pass for 2. I have in every square 8 stitches, 8 knit, 8 purl, 8 knit, and 8 purl. This is the same like my blanket here. look for the reverse. Is beautiful, the stitch. Where is the purl stitch? In the reverse is the knit stitch. It's the same like knitting. Thank you for your like. Remember, subscribe you and activate the bell to receive the post when I have one workshop like today. And this week we will have a new pattern that is my crocheted bag Jessie. This week I will make this pattern in English. You can watch the pattern that I made in Spanish in my channel Maricita Colors, and you can make too with the subtitles in your language or with the audio too in your language. Thank you for your like. And this is my last pattern too. It's ready here on my channel. It's a knitted beanie Annabella. I will let you the pattern of this beanie and of this blanket. I will let you on the comments and on the description box when I finish this workshop. Thank you for your like, and we're continuing now. To begin the next row, always I make 2 chains. These 2 chains are like the first double crochet. We turn the crocheted work and we must continue with the stitches. I made 6 rows for the squares. So now I made the first, and now this is the second row. So these 2 chains are of this first stitch. So we must go into the second stitch. Yarn over, and we will make the purl stitch. How is the purl stitch? From the reverse to the front, and again to the reverse, yarn over, and we pass the yarn through the stitch. Now we have 3 loops, yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, and we pass for the last 2. So this is the double crochet, but we make different where we insert the hook. We will make 8 stitches. The first chains are the first double crochet. 1, 2, I will make the third, la tercera vareta, 4, cuarta vareta, 5, quinta vareta, 6, la sexta vareta, 7 or 7 en español, and we finish with the number 8. I made the squares. Every square has 8 stitches, but you can make like you prefer. You can make 10 stitches, 11, 12, like you want. But remember, if you want a uniform work, if you made one square with 10, all the squares must have 10 stitches. If you make 9 stitches, 9 in every square. This is for that our work is uniform. Thank you for your like. We are in a live. Today is Dienstag or Tuesday, December 9 from 2025. Now here in Germany is 12 and 22 minutes. Thank you for your like. Okay, now I find the knit stitches, puntos derechos. So we open a little the stitches and we make 8 knit stitches. The knit stitch to me is easier as the purl stitch. It's the same in knitting. Look, you only make like this and yarn over, and we pass from 2 in 2. Thank you for your like. Muchas gracias. I am Maricita Colors, and you can find me too on Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok, Maricita Colors. You can watch all my patterns there. I have almost 300 patterns here on my channel, crocheted and knitted patterns. So this is the second row of the new squares. So here I find this horizontal line or these stitches. So this is the purl stitch. From the reverse, again, from the reverse to the front and again to the reverse, yarn over, we pass for the stitch. From the reverse to the front and again to the reverse. This is, to me, I give this name, purl stitch. Sure, the purl stitch is in knitting, but these stitches imitate a little to the knitted stitches. I know that always there is a lot of people that cannot make knitting, so I make always the alternative in knitting and crochet. So we have here the 8 stitches of the purl stitch. In Spanish, punto revés. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 stitches. The purl stitch look in knitting, the original is this. And the knit stitch is this. In the rib stitch, we alternate one knit, one purl, one knit, one purl stitch, and we repeat. This pattern I will let you on the comments and on the description box. Hello, my dear Kyle, ciao. Thank you for your like. Muchas gracias to be here. Okay, now I find the 8 last knit stitches. So we open a little the stitches, and the knit stitch is easier. Yarn over, we pass through the stitch, yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, and we pass for 2. So all is double crochet, only that we insert the hook in a different way. Thank you for your like. And subscribe you if you want more workshops in life. Maybe you can find me too, you can follow me too on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Okay, now I have 7, 2, 4, 6, 7, 7. So I will make the last purl stitch. Here I find the chains of the beginning of the previous row, so yarn over, and from the reverse, no, sorry, this is knit stitch. So it's from the front to the reverse, yarn over, we bring the yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, and we pass for the last 2 loops. To begin the next row, 2 chains, and we turn the crocheted work. Thank you for your like. We make a nice fantasy stitch for a nice blanket. I will make soon this pattern here on my channel. So here I made knit stitches, so in the reverse is purl stitches. Yarn over from the reverse to the front, and again to the reverse. We must recognize the stitches from the front to the reverse and again to the reverse. And we pass from 2 in 2. When you make this blanket with this fantasy stitch, try to use the hook not so teeny, because this fantasy stitch make our stitches a little tight. So it's better to use one number more or two numbers more of your hook. Hola, Chisquis. Thank you for your like. Thank you to be here. Thank you. Muchas gracias. So, we must have 8 stitches. This is the first. 2, 4, 6, 7. I have 7. I will make the number 8. 8. Now, 8 knit stitches. 8 knit stitches. The knit stitches are easier to me. I have one BEANIE hat with this fantasy stitch. I will let you the pattern too on the comments and on the description box. I make 8 knit stitches, 8 puntos derechos en español. Look. And in the reverse are like lines. When I make this, the stitch is a little thick. Look. For this is very warm. The fantasy stitch. Okay, now I find the purl stitches we make. We open a little the stitches, we help us always with our fingers from the reverse to the reverse again, from the reverse to the front and again to the reverse, and we pass the yarn from 2 in 2, from the reverse to the front and again to the reverse. I will say in Spanish. Yarn over, hilo en el ganchillo, desde el revés hacia adelante y nuevamente hacia el revés. And we make the double crochet. Double crochet en español, vareta o punto alto. Hook, aguja o ganchillo. Yarn, hilo, wool, lana. Acrylic, acrílico. Blanket, manta, or cobija, or colcha. We have a lot of names en español. So here I make 8 purl stitches. We can count 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 stitches. Thank you for your like. If you want see or watch more patterns free, let me one like and subscribe you. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Now I finished this row with 8 knit stitches, 8 puntos derechos. I will make langsam, lento. Yarn over, we insert from the front to the reverse and again to the front. Yarn over, we pass the yarn through the stitch. Yarn over, we pass for 2. Yarn over, we pass for 2. Knit a stitch to me. I give this name. I repeat. How many steps has this stitch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 steps has our double crochet on relief. Again, the last stitch. How we make the last stitch in knit stitch. Yarn over and from the front to the reverse. Yarn over, we pass through the stitch. We have 3 loops, yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, we pass for 2. To begin the next row, 2 chains like the first double crochet, and we turn the crocheted work. Here I have 32 double crochet in the beginning because every square has 8 stitches, 8, 16, 24, and 32. For that I have 32 double crochet in the first row, I must make 2 stitches more. So 32 plus 2 chains, I have here 34 stitches. By example, to make one blanket, these centimeters, we will see how many centimeters we have here. One blanket, baby blanket, maybe 70 centimeters of wide and 70 of long, or 80 centimeters of wide and 80 of long, 90 centimeters of wide and 90 of long, or 100 centimeters for 100 centimeters. Here with this 32 double crochet, I have almost 28 centimeters. So it's almost, by example, yeah, it's almost 30 centimeters, 30 centimeters, 3, 6, 9. 3 of these patterns, it will be almost 90 centimeters of white. So 3 times 32 stitches, 30, 60, 90, synced or are 96 double crochet, by example. For that I make 96 double crochet, I must make 2 stitches more. So I must make 98 chains in the beginning. With this yarn and with this hook, I can make this blanket of 90 centimeters approximately, no? You can change for inches. In internet, you can looking for how many centimeters are in inches. Okay, now I find here, now how you count the rows? 1, 2, and 3. I have 3 rows from 6. I will make 6 rows of this. So I will make now the 4th row. We will make the purl stitch, el punto revés, yarn over from the reverse to the front and again to the reverse, yarn over, we pass through the stitch, yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over and we pass for 2. Again, from the reverse to the front, again to the reverse, and we make the double crochet. Double crochet en español, vareta or punto alto. When we make this, appears this line, these stitches. Thank you for your like. We will see how many likes we have today to make tomorrow another workshop. Thank you. Okay, now I made the 8 purl stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 8. And I will make 8 knit stitches. The knit stitch is easier. You can make the Größe is in German, the size. You can make the size of your blanket that you prefer. For babies, don't must be so big the stitches or the blanket. I made this blanket. You can watch in my video. If you want to find jets or now, you can write here on YouTube, blanket or knitted blanket Maricita. My name is Maria del Carmen, but the little is Maricita. So you can find with my name all the patterns here on my channel. But I will let you this pattern on the comments and on the description box when we finish this workshop. Workshop Taller en Español. Now here in Germany is 12:39 minutes in the afternoon. Las 12:39 en español. I have my channel in Spanish, so you can watch too. I let the link of my channel in Spanish here on the comments and on the description box. You can find my channel too. And you can change the Sprache, the language, el idioma. You can change to your language because YouTube in the settings in every pattern you can change the language. A lot of idiomas we say in español. Okay, now I make 8 knit stitches, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. The knit stitch from the front to the reverse, yarn over, and we pass from 2 and 2. Thank you for your like. To chains, we turn the crocheted work, and now we are on the front of the work. Because when the yarn of the beginning is in the right side, to me, chicos, to me, this is the front of the work. In the front of the work, I always change the stitches. This I make for that I can have I can know where I can change the stitches. So here we find 1, 2, 3, and 4 rows. This will be the 5, and from the back will be the row number 6. And in the 7, we change the stitches. So here we make only purl stitches, punto revés, I see this stitch too in knitting in a shawl or a scarf. Beautiful with this fantasy stitch in knitting like this. Was beautiful. So you can use this fantasy stitch for a warm shawl or a scarf too. So I finished the 8 purl and we beginning with the 8 knit stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, this is Spanish, 5, 6, 7 y 8 puntos derechos en español. When we make the knit stitch, in the reverse is the purl stitch. Hello, my dear Joseph Ernest. Thank you for your like. Now we find the 8 purl stitches. For make the purl stitches, you can help you with your fingers. It's better for open. With this fantasy stitch, with the double crochet on relief, the stitch is a little tight. For this I use this hook number 6 and the yarn is teeny. If you use a teeny hook, the work, you will need more yarn. Here in this blanket, I use the number 5, so it's a little tight. The yarn is almost the same, like this orange, and maybe with this yarn I should use the 6 for that is more. I like that the works have a little move. For this, it's better to use the hook not so teeny, nicht so dünn. Vielen Dank zu alle die Leute, die sind von hier, von Deutschland, und können ein bisschen meine Sprache verstehen. Dankeschön. Ok. Tejemos aquí 2, 4, 6. We have 6. And here always we must recognize the last 2 stitches because these chains, sometimes they are a little close to this previous stitch. Okay? You must try to count. Thank you for your heart. Okay? This is the number 7. And the 8 is here in the edge, en la esquina, en español. Again, 2 chains like the first over crochet, we turn the crocheted work, and I will make the last row before I change again the stitches. This is the purl stitch, so we make the purl. Punto revés en español. Repite conmigo. Repeat with me for that you can remember. I make the same to learn Dutch, German. Actually, I live in Germany. And for this, sometimes I can confuse some words. Okay, now we have the 8 purl stitches. Nice. Thank you. Okay, now we make the 8 knit stitches. For me, it's easy, dice. Dice is German. Today we have a nice day here in Germany. It's sunny. This is wonderful because we are in winter and the winter here is sometimes a little strong. Dunkel. How is dunkel in English? Clear, and when the opposite from clear is dunkel. Sometimes when I don't use the words, you forget. Dark. Dunkel is dark. Thank you for your like, chicos. Muchas gracias. Like this, more people can watch my workshop. Okay, now I have the 8 purl stitches and I will finish with the 8 knit stitches. Dos, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, and 8. 8 is the chains of the beginning of the previous row. From the front to the reverse, and we make the double crochet, and ready, fertig. We turn. First, I will make the 2 chains like the first double crochet. We turn the crocheted work, and ready. We have 7 centimeters from wide and from long, approximately, here say 7 too fast, almost. Don't worry, don't must be exactly, okay? You can make your squares, don't must be exactly. It's a thread, it's not we don't paint. So must be the same. And for the front of the work, I will change the stitches. Okay, now where are the purl stitches? I will make the knit, and where are the knit stitches? I will make the purl stitches. Look, it's very nice. You can see here. One person write me and tell me how I join the squares. And this is nice because it's like we make something like the cable stitch or like the braids. This is fantastic. A lot of people maybe doesn't know or don't know how is this work. It's the same in knitting. You can see that the lines, by example, this, and the people sometimes look this and they think that we must sew every square. But no, we make the squares. Okay, now where are the purl stitch? We will make the knit stitches, puntos derechos en español. Yarn over into the second stitch from the front to the front again. Yarn over and we make the double crochet. You must count the stitches because sometimes it's a little that you can confuse a little. So it's better that you count the stitches, okay? When you change the squares, try to count. 2, 4, 6, 7, 7, and the number 8. 8 knit stitches. And now 8 purl stitches. Repito, yarn over from the reverse to the front and again to the reverse, yarn over, we bring 1 loop. Now we have 3 loops, yarn over, we pass for 2 and we pass for 2. This is the purl stitch, punto revés en español. Now we change the squares. Again, repito, from the reverse to the front and again to the reverse, yarn over, we pass for 2 and we pass for the last 2. And here we have now this line horizontal. And here we have the knit stitches. Hola, my dear Belaidi. Thank you for your like, my dear. Muchas gracias. Over the purl stitches, we must make the knit stitches. So we open, we insert the hook, yarn over, we pass for the stitch, yarn over, and we pass from 2 in 2. Try here to don't make so tight the work, okay? By example here, let a little space in between the stitches. We pass from 2 in 2. In knitting, I made every square has 10 stitches. Every square has 10, and I will see how many rows. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 12 rows. And here, by example, have 5 centimeters of white and 4 centimeters and half, almost 5 centimeters, look. Don't must be exactly like I told you. Thank you for your like, my dear friends. So, 2, 4, 6 puntos, 7 puntos derechos, and 8 puntos derechos. 8 knit stitches. And where I find the knit stitches, I will make the purl stitches. Yarn over from the reverse to the front, and again we make the double crochet. You can repeat this workshop, will stay here on my channel, Maricita Colors in English. Thank you for your like, subscribe you, and activate the bell to receive the post when I have a new pattern or workshop here on my channel. Here I find the last 2 stitches. Always remember, open the stitches. Thank you, Fabibia, Atelier Fabibia, like number 5 from Brazil. Thank you, my dear friend. Muchas gracias, chicos, chicas. Okay, we make the purl stitch in the 7. I repito, from the reverse to the front and again to the reverse. And the last purl stitch is from the reverse to the front. Yarn over, we bring the yarn, or we have 3 loops, yarn over, we pass for 2, yarn over, and we pass for the last 2 stitches. 2 chains like the first double crochet, and we turn the crocheted work. This row that we made is the first of the 6 rows that we must repeat. And look, it's fantastic. I love this fantasy stitch, really. It's for the real cold. You can make a beautiful shawl with this fantasy stitch. Okay, my dear friends, soon I will make in one video, in one pattern, I will make all together. I try to advance here on my, in this, and I will show you in one video how you can make your nice blanket, colcha en español. Hola Elizabeth, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenida. Okay, my dear friends, I will let you on the comments and on the description box the pattern of this blanket with this fantasy stitch. It's a big pattern or a big blanket. It's not this is only the little pattern. And I will let you this pattern, these two, a basic, a classic, like we say in Spanish, a BEANIE clásico with trenzas, un gorro con trenzas clásico que todos debemos tener en casa. All the persons must have one BEANIE hat with cable stitch, really. You don't notice where is the union. Look. Okay, the union I notice is here. I noticed because I made it. This is the part that we sew, and look how is the sew. It's perfect. Not so perfect, but okay. You can make this beautiful BEANIE with my pattern that I will let you on the comments and on the description box, or you can write here BEANIE Annabella Maricita. Knitted, remember, when it's knitted, or when it's crocheted, BEANIE Maricita. Knitted, BEANIE Maricita, and this video is the last, so must appears. But I will let you this pattern on the comments and on the description box, and this was the last video, the last pattern that I will make for you this week, I promise. I must make the record of the translation in English. I have this ready in my channel in Spanish. My channel in Spanish, if you want watch it, is Maricita Colors. And you can subscribe you too on my channel, Naturlich, like we say here in Germany. And before I go, I want to show you this beautiful tablecloths or mandala that I made for Christmas. I made this workshop in my channel in Spanish, and if you want watch it, write me and let me one comment and tell me I want to watch this. This mandala is the same like my mandala Maricita that you find here on my channel. I use the same fantasy stitches, the same increases, because in the tablecloths we must make increases for that the work don't close like a beanie hat. Look, like this is beautiful for a beanie hat, really. Maybe I make my mandala in a beanie hat soon. Okay, my dear friends, write me if you want to see in a workshop this video. And before I go, I want to invite you to subscribe here on my channel. Maricita Colors in English is total free. Remember, activate the bell to receive the post when I have a new video or workshop like today in live. And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, Maricita Colors 2024. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much to my friends that write me, like Kai Shao, Cheesky Pizzana, Joseph Ernest, Belly D, Atelier Fabibia, Elizabeth Vizcarra, and Atelier Fabibia. Thank you, my dear friends. And if you watch this video later, don't forget to let me one like. Muchas gracias y hasta la próxima. Hasta